Now, also the first seed who beat the Season 1 champion, Virus. Also coming to the stage, Chronic Sauce. Now for our casters, we have the #1 speed running commentators in the game, I Ate Your Pie and Grand Pooh Bear. Take it away, guys. We are here again for the Mario Maker Mondays on Friday, TwitchCon 2016 Finals. Take it away, gentlemen.
Hey. All right.
How you guys doing here tonight?
Doing good? All right, we are here with the top 2 Mario Maker players from something we called Mario Maker Mondays within the Mario Maker community. Basically, some of the best Mario Maker players on Twitch competed in weekly races to qualify for a 16-person tournament where they duked it out, and we've got our 2 finalists here, Full Lizards and Chronic Sauce. These 2 beat some pretty good players, and they're pretty impressive themselves. What do you think, Pooh?
Well, they outlasted some great competition, some of which is out in the crowd right now, actually. So there might be a little bad blood out there. But on top of that, they beat some of the greatest players in the world. Chronic Sauce, our #1 competitor here, our #1 seed, actually won 3 out of the 4 weeks, but struggled a little bit in the playoffs. He was actually down both of his races in the playoffs. Very close to elimination at one point. Actually got a tie.
Yeah.
Had a tie, a straight tie, came back to win the tiebreaker. And then you have Full Lizards, our #2 seed. He was right behind Chronic throughout the entire season. Very close to him the whole way. I'm very excited finally to see these 2 kind of champions go head-to-head, one-on-one.
And that was the big thing. Fulla took 2nd place last season, and he's back again, which is Mr. Consistency, as we call him. And so the way it's going to work out today, everybody, is we're going to have 5 levels. Hopefully it goes to Game 5, but it's going to be a best of 5. First one to 3 wins. And all of the levels were created by our 3rd guest here, Dracula Lantern. He was our level creator winner. And the way it worked is he created some levels. They voted on their favorite, and his levels were picked as the best levels of the season. So all 5 levels were made by Drac. We'll be talking to him later on in the event to kind of get his feedback on what kind of went through his mind as making those levels. But yeah, it should be exciting. Are you guys excited for this? See some cool Mario Maker levels? That's what I like to see. So these levels are not your typical 100-man levels. These are well-constructed levels that were put through rigorous testing.
Rigorous testing.
Rigorous testing. I played them this morning.
Yes.
So no, they're going to be great. And I think with that, we're going to get started here. Our racers ready to go? So the first level, if you guys want to bring it up, is going to be called Dodeki Village Underside. All right? And we're going to need some help from the crowd. And we need you guys to help us count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go for our races. Once are you guys thumbs up, ready to go on the levels? So the way it's going to work is we're going to count it down, go, and you're going to press play to bring up the level. Are we good? Can we get the game feed up on our screen?
We can't see the game.
Yeah, we
That's
can't
not
see the
important
game.
right now, though. Not important at all.
It's a little important.
A little important. We have you here, though. You created all the levels, so you can just kind of walk us through what could be happening.
There we go.
Absolutely.
All right, so
Hopefully
if you guys want to click once up just to bring the next menu up. You guys can press
To the play.
to bring up to the play. Yep, like that. All right. And if the chat wants, or the crowd and the chat, if they want to.
And the chat, help us out here.
Everybody can do it. Count it down. We're going to start it up from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and etc. Are you guys ready? All right, we got to hear you. All right.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, so our first level, Dodeki Village Underside, is a Super Mario World level. And it has a mechanic that we've seen a lot in this season, which is basically the double checkpoint. Want to break that down real quick, how that works?
We kind of call them challenge rooms. And basically what they do is they use red coins to produce individual challenge rooms. And what this allows the creator to do, such as Drac, is create kind of more intense, difficult challenges broken down in kind of smaller levels. So what we're seeing here is basically 4 kind of individual tiny levels going through one at a time. It's full of lizards.
Yeah,
Handled that first try.
just destroys it first try. It looks like Chronic is going to get that second try, but Full is already on room 2 right now. So the first room was kind of like a thwomp room. The theme of it was thwomp. The second room is you're balancing on this Wiggler that is in a clown car. And the Wiggler can be tricky, as you can see there. Fulla takes a death.
That's going to allow Chronic to come right back in it. We're going to talk a lot today about knowledge. You're going to hear that a lot. Hashtag knowledge as Chronic takes a death as well. But Fulla, being farther in the level, being farther through this part, he's going to have a distinct advantage. Because again, these guys have never seen these levels before. These are all blind.
As you can see, you're Fulla having some issues with it. Now, the Wiggler can be a little bit inconsistent with how he moves unless you have him on a specific thing. He can start to speed up too fast.
Clown cars have a lot of inertia.
Chronic has a lot of inertia.
No clown cars.
The clown car, yeah. The right there, the thwomp, the crusher. The crusher is a very difficult moment to get past.
All right, so
Chronic Sauce takes the lead.
Chronic takes the lead, figures it out. All right. Now, Fulla fell below, and so he's not going to be able to get out of there because of the one-way direction arrows. So Chronic takes the lead.
And this is a really cool part right here. Mario Maker is not a replication of old Mario games. It's kind of a coat of paint over new Super Mario Brothers, essentially. So you can do a lot of things in Super Mario World and Mario Maker that you can't actually do in Super Mario World, such as grab hammers from the Hammer Brothers.
All right, let's see how it goes here. Chronic. Now, there's a couple ways to tackle this section. He's opting, and Fulla.
Fulla right at the end.
Taking a death there. No.
Chronic gets that third coin. Chronic is essentially one room away from taking a 1-0 lead early on here in this match.
Now, I will say this fourth room is pretty difficult if you don't know how to tackle it here. So he's got to figure out what he wants to do. Looks like Chronic's trying to, all right, he's got the spring. Now, what does he have to do with it afterwards?
That was very good recognition right there of Chronic. Taking his time and seeing what he needs to do.
Oh, but he falls off.
But again, we're going to talk about this today. He gained the knowledge. He knows how to attack that room now.
Fulla using iframes. When you take damage, you have invincibility frames, or iframes is what we call them, for a second or two. He was able to use those to get through the second, so he's on to room 3. All right, let's see if Chronic's able to pull it off this time.
And again, this fourth room is very difficult. If Fulla one-shots this third room, we're in a virtual tie again.
And he's doing really well so far. Again, this third room, you can kind of tackle it 2 ways, actually. I don't want to... Oh, is he going to? No, and Chronic. Let's see if Fulla gets this. We're going to be tied. Let's see how Fulla does it right here.
Grabbing the hammer.
All right, he's got it.
Just got to get in that pipe right now.
Got to get in the pipe. All right, now Fulla moving into room 4.
We have a virtual tie, essentially. But again, Chronic already seen this room twice. He does have the hashtag knowledge.
All right.
Get him through here.
And he takes now, all of a sudden, if Fulla one-shots this room, he might have it.
And Fulla let the spring go down. He did not see the spring.
He doesn't need the spring.
He kind of needs this.
Or maybe he does. Maybe he does.
Maybe he does. And again, these players can't see what each other are doing, so... Or here.
So Chronic, this is going back and forth. They're both in the final room. Fulla on his first try made a lot of progress. Let's see if he can do it.
Full of lizards.
Oh, just a bit outside.
Very close. This final part definitely the hardest. Did you design it that way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
All right,
Of
Chronic.
course. You wanted to see a struggle at the end, I'm assuming.
All righty. If Fulla can get this, the comeback victory.
Fulla. Fulla's in. Does he need the Yoshi?
No, you don't.
All right.
He's got the key.
Is that going to be it? And that is it, folks. Fulla
Lizard with the comeback victory right there.
Victory.
Wow.
He got that room very quickly.
Very quickly. He was at one point 3 coins down.
Yeah, he was 3 points down. That was the difference maker. So, Drek, let me ask you for that first level. What was kind of your thought process when making that? What kind of stuck out to you in that whole level?
I just tried to make like a lot of like kind of hard, levels. Nothing like super strict, but it's also long because you have the red coin, checkpoint resets. So I just wanted to make it like a sort of incremental progression, but at the same time like fairly difficult. Just I guess a good base of skill testing for the first level.
Did you kind of have a plan? You used Yoshi. Yoshi
Yeah.
was very featured in that. Did you kind of have a plan today to feature one particular kind of skill set in each level?
Yeah, each level is very different. There's going to be some things they haven't, there's no way they could practice for.
So
one of the things when I was testing the level for just making sure it was good is that section in the third room where you have to use the Hammer Bros to clear off the falling blue platform. You can actually, if you do it correctly, you don't even need the hammer. You just hit the P switch, you jump off as Yoshi, and then jump off of Yoshi into the pipe. Something I was interested to see if any of them did, but they did not go for it. But a couple ways, that's one of the cool things about some of these levels is you can tackle them in multiple ways other than just one. So, all right, first one down, Fulla taking the win on that. Remember, Chronic saw something to know about Chronic in his playoff matches.
He lost his first round.
He lost his first one. They were best of 3 in the quarterfinals and the semifinals, and he ended up coming back to go 2-1 in those series. So it'll be interesting to see how he tackles the next ones. But all right, we're going on. I think we're ready to go for the second level. This is a Super Mario Brothers stage. It's called A Boy and His Pet. And it's got an interesting mechanic, I'll say that. All right, if they are ready to go, you guys are good to go on that. All right, can we get a countdown again from the crowd? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
It should be noted, I kind of tried to get Drac to rename this A Boy and His Blob in favor of one of my favorite NES games.
All right.
There is no blob.
Yeah,
There's no blob. So right away, the mechanic of this level is basically you are jumping on a dry bones that's riding a Koopa, and
Both players take
you have to propel through it. Yeah, early death. This is going to be a high death level, I feel like. And deaths are going to be pretty costly, too, if you are getting pretty far here. It looks like Chronic's kind of got it. All right, he's moving on.
Like what you did here, you essentially created an auto-scroller here by using the pet.
So something Chronic did is he hit the POW block when the Koopa was on the ground. And what happened there is that kills the Koopa. So you're going to have to do it. The timing is going to be pretty exact. Fulla just going right off where he ended, man. He's got it. Oh!
Again, when you only have 2 blocks of space, you can't just hug the wall and get in there. You need at least 3 blocks of space to hug the wall. Otherwise, you needed to make that jump pretty perfect.
All right, Chronic's got a shot at it here. Oh.
Same thing.
Same problem there by Chronic. All right.
And I think you see that a lot. I think that goes to show how evenly matched our racers are here today. They were the 2 most consistent players we had all season long. Neither one of them finishing below 3rd throughout our entire season. Out of 60 racers, too. That's very impressive with blind levels.
All right, so Fulla's made that difficult jump, but he's kind of eyeing this next one up, and he makes it. All right, Chronic not too far behind.
Get the checkpoint.
He's got that checkpoint. Very important. I feel like Chronic's going to make it this time, though. I feel like this is, yeah.
He's got this difficult jump right here. It's very hard not to full jump something.
All right, so they're in the same room, right next to each other. Fulla has a little bit more knowledge, but nothing crazy here.
Get rid of those bloopers. Nobody likes them.
Oh, Fulla taking a death. Can Chronic
That
hold on?
opens the door.
All
Captain Comeback, Chronic.
Remember, having that extra information, even if Chronic dies here. Ooh, Fulla takes another. Oh.
Big death by Chronic. Very deep into that section. You have to think he was looking checkpoint right there.
Yeah.
And these, it should be noted that essentially, since this level is essentially an auto-scroller, whoever gets this final checkpoint is going to have a massive advantage.
Yes. Very big one.
Going into this final section.
Just having that extra minute or 2 of information. Oh, so they've both been kind of having some issues here on this. Oh, Chronic has. This is Fulla's first shot at this with the booze. Ooh. Again, those hitboxes can be deceiving.
So walk us through this part right here. Were you like, well, I made the first part, and I just want to make the second part like that, but way harder?
Yeah, basically.
Like, I'll introduce you to the mechanic, and then...
Well, I did nerf this section a little bit. Like, originally, you're going to have to wait out the P-switch timer.
Ooh, the shell, Chronic, first try. The Crusher gets
Crusher
it.
out of nowhere, dude.
Were you open for that?
Yes.
Yes, that was the death you wanted.
It'd be really unfortunate if that happened again.
As a creator, do you look forward when you give your level to a streamer or you see a streamer playing it? Do you look forward to those deaths you kind of know are going to happen?
Yeah, they're normally funny, but then this streamer realizes like, oh.
Ooh. I think some people have a word for that, actually.
So both Chronic and Fulla taking another death there. Fulla has yet to see that section of the level. It'll be interesting to see how he adapts to it. They're like neck and neck right now.
Yeah.
Ooh, Chronic taking a death. Wonder how to think the nerves are kicking in right now. I mean, this is it right here. This is for all the marbles.
You know, we've talked about it with racers before and between each other. You know, once you start taking deaths in this blind kind of format, when you don't know what your opponent is doing, you think to yourself, I'm behind.
Yeah.
And that's when you start making more mistakes because you're trying to gain extra time that you don't really need.
Yeah. All right, so Chronic now, another shot at this. He got this first try and then had no issues. All right.
All right.
Can he get this next section?
Get off it.
Oh,
Get
and
off
he gets it. Oh, we're not done yet. Okay.
All right.
He's been making a lot of progress. Meanwhile, Fulla taking another death there. Is that going to be it? And it is.
We are tied up, ladies and gentlemen.
Sauce.
Woo. We are tied up.
Now, we both talked about this. The last thing we wanted to see was just a straight-up 3-0 in front of this nice big crowd here. And thankfully, Chronic making it easy on us. We got 1-1, so you're guaranteed to see at least 4 levels, everybody. I'm excited. We'll give Fulla some time to see if we can finish this up. As we're waiting for that, just kind of walk us through this level, Drac. What, we originally, this level is actually shorter, and we added a little bit more to it. What else did you, what was your thought process in adding the additional things to this level after we had kind of broken it down?
Well, originally I wanted it to be like a hard but short level so that like really good people could, breeze through it, but it'll take, people who maybe aren't as skilled, a little bit longer. But it's like all about learning what's coming up next, and considering it's an auto-scroller.
Yeah, the Crusher
each death is punishing.
The Crusher obstacle, I think, is definitely like...
that was a beautiful troll right there. That was a gorgeous troll.
All right.
I got to say.
So we're moving on to level 3. And this is, I think, one of my favorite levels in terms of mechanics.
Extremely unique level.
I think most people will not seen something like this in a Mario Maker level before.
This is something that you can't see in any other Mario game, only in Mario Maker.
Yes.
It's something that only exists in our game.
All right, so the next level is a new Super Mario Brothers stage. So we've had an SMW stage, we've had a SMB stage, and this is New Super Mario Brothers, which kind of adds, before we get on this level, kind of talk about that. Like, New Super Mario Brothers probably has the most diverse in terms of mechanics because you can wall jump. You
can wall jump, you can ground pound, you can ground pound cancel,
yes.
Which can let you essentially levitate in the air as if Mario was some magician. You can twirl spin, which again gives you an extra bit of levitation. You can triple jump,
yes.
A la Mario 64 in New Super Mario Brothers style. It's a very, very different, and I would say the vast majority of players are very good at the first 3. And then there's very few guys who also round out their game with also knowing New Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah,
I think you and me can attest to not being the best New Super Mario Brother players.
I would agree with that. Something we talked about, kind of going through the playoffs is Chronic isn't necessarily a huge fan of these levels, but he's very good at them.
They've been an advantage for him throughout Mario Maker Mondays. Every time a New Super Mario Maker level came up, he seemed to get it quicker than the other people.
Yes, so it'll be interesting to see how he tackles this one. All right, so we're going to have them ready to go, and we'll give them a count in just 1 second once we get it on here. And again, this level is called Carry Your Friends. And again, really cool mechanics. So we're giving it a countdown again from the crowd, starting it. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, so Carry Your Friends. This is, I laughed a lot when I watched
pretty
this level.
self-explanatory,
Yeah,
actually.
I think you'll understand it once you see it.
So basically this helmet that Mario puts on allows them to do a lot of cool things, such as carry his friends and take some damage. One thing we're going to know is that Chronic took the death, where Fulla Lizard took the reset door instead. That's actually going to save Fulla just a little bit of time.
So immediately Fulla having some issues with those triple stack boos. And they're both kind of having, this is not something that they're picking up right away. Again, this is not a mechanic you see a lot of All right, looks like Fulla's got, or Chronic has it, and he's moving on to the next section. Doesn't even think about it. He just goes.
Doesn't even think about it. And again, this is what we're talking about. Chronic, despite not maybe enjoying New Super Mario Brothers, extremely good at it.
Yeah, and wow, he gets that wall kicking section
Very difficult
very
section.
quickly. That took me a long time to get down.
Yeah, that was a very difficult section.
Meanwhile, again, Fulla having some trouble in that first area. Chronic is just picking it up very quickly.
Remember, you got to carry your friends, not stomp on them.
Yeah. So yeah, where they're adding a little bit of a twist in this third section that Chronic is on. You got to spin a little bit, but not the whole time. Or it looks like he's figuring it out, and he's gonna, just short.
And something we should note right here, Drac was kind enough to leave resets for each of these obstacles. So they don't actually have to take a death. It's literally just about clearing this obstacle, figuring it out, essentially. Good man.
Chronic very close there. All right, ooh, and all right, so Fulla's gotten through that first section. If he can get this next section really quickly, he'll be right there with Chronic Sauce.
Yeah, again, when testing this level, this section took me a little bit to figure out, and both racers just completely dominating it, no problem.
This one is really cool. Oh, Chronic almost gets that next one first try. Meanwhile, Fulla is back in the spinning section. He made quick work of that. I'm surprised. The wall kicking one gave me a lot of trouble. They've gotten that one fastest so far.
Yeah, you know, I talked to Chronic and Fulla, and both of them made New Super Mario Brothers a priority during their practice before today's finals.
Meanwhile, Chronic Sauce
hitting that checkpoint.
That's big. Now again, deaths aren't really a big issue in these because of the reset doors, like you said, but still, that feel of you don't have to worry about it, right?
Oh, definitely. Definitely helps you mentally. And as you see Chronic murdering the dry bones right there, he's going to have to reset. You're going to have to hit that POW while the dry bones is in the air. That's going to be pretty key. And he quickly figures that out.
Ooh, but loses the helmet, and Dry Bones is stranded. Meanwhile, don't look now, Fulla might just have this tied up. Ooh, can he save it? Can he? He does! Wow.
He doesn't need the bomb ladder, doesn't need your techniques. He does it his own way.
So now they're literally room for room right now.
Right now, Fulla taking the lead.
Can he get this first try? And that's going to be a problem. This is going to be, it's going to take them a few tries to get this. Meanwhile,
ooh, he had him up there.
Does he have it? Doesn't want to drop him. Has he got it?
Oh,
wow.
But we're not done with the dry bones.
We have many friends that we're going to have to put on our backpack during this fun trip here.
It should be noted the dry bones doesn't, only the green turtle shells will walk off anything. So this dry bones it's pretty safe to walk back and forth. Chronic. Doesn't know if he realized it yet, but he might have to do a reset. Nope.
Oh, the cloud's there.
Nope.
And he gets it.
Very good recognition right there by Chronic. Very good recognition.
So Chronic has now hit the second checkpoint. Fulla really having some issues with this Dry Bones room.
And our good friend
Bowser getting carried along here. Like I said, I've never seen Bowser used this way before.
You know, he doesn't look like he enjoys it at all.
Uh-oh.
This is going to be a little struggle right there for Chronic. As we go back to Fulla right here, getting that dry bones over. He's still in this. This final section right here that Chronic's looking at is extremely difficult. And I will say that juggling Bowser is easily the hardest of the enemies to juggle in this.
Okay, so he's got Bowser in there. Down goes Bowser. But you're not done yet.
One more.
You know, they talk about triple stacked Bowser, but how about Bowser stacked on you?
He looks so helpless.
Like, help me.
This is the first time I've ever felt sorry for Bowser.
Meanwhile, Fulla almost through that room, but Chronic Sauce. Oh.
Loses the helmet.
That's going to cost him. He's like, maybe I beat it. Maybe, no.
Oh! Is that going to work out? Did Bowser just help him out right there?
And that's
Bowser being helpful.
And there it is.
I mean, the MVP of that race was Big Bowser.
Yeah.
Big Bowser was the MVP of that race.
All right.
Full a little bit. Now, walk us through that one. That was a really cool, interesting level. How did you come up with this idea?
I mean, honestly, I've had like a sort of prototype of this level on my Wii U for a while, and then this kind of like inspired me to like, oh, I better like flesh this out and make it into something cool.
And the Bowser's at the end?
Yeah, the
if
Bowser.
If we're going to do it, we got to use
Yeah,
Bowser.
yeah, you got to take it as far as it'll go.
Were you think of any other enemies that you could have carried along the way other than the 3 that you used? Was there
I mean,
kind of
you could do any enemy, but I just, you know, Bombs and Bowser are probably the most interesting. And Dry Bones is just kind of there.
Dry Bones is just there.
Yeah.
No, something that, you know, in the regular season, you made a lot of levels that were new Super Mario Brothers. Is that your favorite type of level to make, or like what's your favorite and what's your least favorite out of like in terms of?
I would say that New Super Mario Bros. And SMB1 are probably my most favorite, just because like New Super Mario Bros. You have so many mechanics at your disposal to use, and SMB1 is just classic Mario.
The opposite. You have
Yeah, exactly.
very
It's
few
just
mechanics.
It's just the classic Mario.
All right, well, we've got Chronic Sauce 2-1 up right now. So if Fulla is going to run the table on these next 2, he's going to have to turn it on right now. This next level, it's called Hermes' Bad Day, and it's challenging.
These last 2 really up the bar,
Yes.
I will say, in difficulty level.
Yes, I think we're going to see a lot of deaths on this 4th level, and again, so one of the kind of storylines, if you will, of Mario Maker Mondays was we had a lot of boot levels.
The year of the boot.
It was almost if you will, a meme, just because level creators were just finding ways to just throw the boot into a level, even if it was for like 5 seconds. And this one, it is very boot-centered, so to speak. So at this point, what are you thinking if you are Full Lizards and you're down 2-1 after taking game 1? Like, is the momentum's not on your side?
Momentum has definitely shifted. Now, with that being said, we mentioned we have seen a lot of boot levels throughout Mario Maker Mondays. Before, actually, you and me talking to Chronic before, we asked him what was the one thing you were worried about. And he specifically looked me dead in the eye and said, boots. Boots.
Wow.
That is what I'm worried about. Boot, for those who don't know, shows up in Super Mario Bros. 3 one single time, but in Mario Maker it shows up all over the place, thankfully, because it is one of the greatest power-ups in the history of all of video games.
Well, there is a twist with this boot. And
little bit of a twist.
We'll show it. All right, are you 2 ready to go? All right, we've been given the thumbs up. Let's get that countdown, everybody. Here we go. We want a game 5, everybody. Let's hope it happens. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. All right. So, Hermes' Bad Day is
The title,
What is right?
Yeah.
The Winged Boot.
the Wicked Boot?
Winged. Well,
wing-
because in Greek mythology, Hermes had the wings and he flew too close to the sun.
You know what? We just
Can you
got,
believe
we just
these
got
guys didn't do
a
the
Greek
required
mythology
reading?
lesson as well.
And here's the lore, and right away, Fulla pulls ahead. This is it crazy to me that first jump that they got, Fulla gets it first try. That took me like 5 minutes to get down, and these guys get it instantly.
Yeah, it's a very difficult. So what the wings on the boot essentially do is creates a kind of like how Yoshi moves in games like Yoshi's Island or New Super Mario Brothers. But you kind of get that little flutter right at the end, and you can get just a little bit extra on your jump. But it does cost you some time. It's Chronic right here. Not really looking like he has any problem with boot levels. As I say that, Caster's Curse.
Yeah, he misses the jump. Now, we have those coins there, and that's one thing that we really wanted creators to do is you don't want to trick the players. You want to guide them along the path. And, ooh, Fulla
Doing
jumps
the same thing.
really early. So that jump to the checkpoint is going to be, I think, something that it's going to take a few tries. It's going to be who can get, like, just kind of into a rhythm of getting to that attempt the most. Meanwhile, Fulla having some issues. Chronic is getting pretty consistent at this first section. That's going to be huge for him.
This last jump is difficult.
And he gets it. All right. Oh, okay, so Fulla has to wait there. Chronic, meanwhile, just...
Very cool section right here. Losing the boot, gonna try and damage boost, not gonna work.
All right, let's see. Fulla? Oh, he bumped his head there. So again, Chronic's got a huge advantage at that checkpoint.
This could be it. If Chronic gets this is going to make his entire career here.
His Mario Maker career.
His Mario Maker career will be saved.
All right, let's see here. Fulla is getting another chance to jump. Meanwhile, Chronic has been kind of having issues with this Wiggler section, surprisingly.
And the Crusher.
Oh, and again, Fulla bumping his head on that underpass section.
And this is going to allow Chronic to really get to know this second section. He's got time. He's in the lead. He's got all the momentum. He's just got to not make any bad mistakes, not start over.
That would be something that Chronic would never do, right? Meanwhile, taking a death on the booze. All right, let's see Fulla if he can get this checkpoint.
Get in there, Fulla.
Ooh,
It's
he's
the head.
having some issues with that jump.
It's a very difficult jump. Would you say that's one of the more difficult sections in this level?
Yeah, the end of each of the checkpoints is the most difficult, and
Do you-
by design.
Do you enjoy doing that? Enjoy kind of giving a player a little bit of hope of the checkpoint and then dashing it away from them?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I like it.
He's just so matter-of-factly on it.
Chronic really, really struggling with that Wiggler section, which is interesting. Fulla, though, cannot. I feel like Fulla's the nerves are starting to kick in, right? You're down 2-1. And if you lose, this is a game point for Chronic Sauce.
His career's on the line. You're looking to get in there. He's looking to just get to that checkpoint, get a little bit of momentum, relax, get past this problem part.
Chronic Sauce. All right, and Fulla, they are virtually tied right now. Now, the knowledge.
The knowledge.
Chronic has it. Now, Chronic's kind of moving. I don't know if he's noticed it. I feel like Chronic's rushing right now. He went really fast.
Maybe he's feeling the pressure. You know,
Yeah.
he's died a massive amount of times so far to right at that Crusher spot. And again, we talk about it. When you don't know what the other player is doing, you feel the pressure,
Yeah.
especially in these blind race formats. Nobody knows how long this level should be taking. He doesn't know that Full is also struggling.
All right, wow, this is,
You're screen for screen right now.
oh, and Fulla, okay.
You know, Chronic making it past.
Does he figure this next part out, though? Oh, that you can see the end.
Oh, it was right there.
That end was there.
Meanwhile, Fulla not seeing the double jump right there. You have to hit that Wiggler twice.
Chronic taking another death.
Now, is that going to play into Chronic's mindset? I was right there. I
Yeah.
had this one. Is that going to affect him, or is he going to be able to come back right away?
All right, we'll see. They're right next to each other, and essentially, Chronic has a little bit more information. Fulla? I think he's stalling. Can he make it? Oh, there it is.
Wow.
All right, this could be it. Fulla could one-shot this. Where is he? He's trying. Oh.
We almost had a tied race right there. Meanwhile, the door opens for Chronic. He's seen this before, but he loses his boot.
Oh my gosh, this is literally, okay, so they have the exact amount of information. It's all about execution at this point. Now, interesting strategy that
Fulla's essentially using the pixel, using that final pixel there on the Crusher to avoid it instead of double jumping on the...
He's running out of booze.
He's going to have to get over there.
And they're both, all right,
We are in a tie.
This is virtually tied right now. All right, for game 5, can Fulla force it?
Fulla is going to have a few frames ahead of Chronic right now. And this could come down to who does this boost section fastest.
Oh, okay. Chronic taking, okay, this is it.
This is it.
This is it. If Fulla gets this, we have a game 5.
Oh, the Crusher.
The Crusher again.
Crushers definitely seem to be the killer here tonight,
Now,
Drac.
Chronic has a shot at this.
He's just relaxing. He's get in. Don't hit the Crusher.
Is that it? And that is it. Chronic Sauce. Wow.
Wow. You know, we talked about it. Captain Comeback, he did it all season long. He never let a race all the way throughout. He always came back every time. And you saw it again today. Nerves of steel from Chronic. Captain Comeback.
Now, we have a 5th level.
We do.
And we were wondering, would you guys like to see the last level? All right, so let's just imagine that Chronic lost that one for a second here. And we're going to do the 5th level, and I think this was probably the hardest. Do you agree?
This 5th level, I actually played this morning in my hotel room, in bed, and I threw my controller out of frustration. It was that difficult. Yeah, it was that difficult. It's a very fun, cool level, and it also features everyone's favorite amiibo.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's favorite amiibo.
Yeah, that was definitely my favorite as well. So the level is called Shell Jumpu Light. And
which means this is the light version of the level, which means there's a harder version out there.
Yes, for sure. All right, so you guys ready to go again? This is essentially an exhibition match. Chronic has closed it, but you still want to win, right? So this is the last level here. Let's show it off. And we'll give it one last countdown from the crowd, everybody. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Now, Drac, with this one, I have to think you were thinking to yourself, I gotta use this amiibo, right?
Of course. It's everyone's favorite, like you said.
For those who don't know, this is kind of an inside joke among the Mario Maker community. This amiibo is easily the most annoying amiibo. It makes a noise every time it jumps. It's not everyone's favorite. And Drac did a level here where you just have to make sure you hear that jumping sound as many times
all
as possible.
the time.
Constantly.
So the gimmick of this level, if you will, is you're jumping on shells, as you can see, and not like the wall jump shells that you're normally used to. Meanwhile, Chronic is just like crushing this.
Again, though, you were very nice. You weren't killing the player here. You're giving them time to reset. They just got to get through it. But I will say this section in particular, I thought was very interesting and very difficult. Walk me through creating this.
I mean, there's quite a bit of stuff you have to figure out, but basically just I was exploring different ways to, make shells bounce and shells go in motion, and, one of the ways you can do that is, like, hit the shell while landing on, another enemy.
So essentially, you're going to want to use the little shell as a platform to hit the shell. And both players kind of struggle.
They're both having some issues with this one.
I thought Fulla was going to get it right there.
He had it, and then he just didn't do.
Ooh, and Chronic very, very close. He's kind of got the shell in motion, but he's opting to reset there. And then you have to keep the amiibo costume in order to progress because there is that breakable block that you can't break with Little Mario.
Call it a power-up check, essentially.
All right, so Fulla making it through. They're both tied right now going into this. And Fulla, right away, knows exactly what he has to do.
I thought that was great level design by you, Drac. Kind of showing them the idea through one thing and then really testing it through the next obstacle.
But Chronic takes a death, and so he's going to have to start all the way over from scratch.
That's very big, especially in a level this long and this difficult. In fact, Chronic exiting the entire course.
Yeah, he was done. We've seen him do that a couple times. All right, so
he's ready to go celebrate.
Fulla's starting to understand what he's got to do. He just has to get the timing correct on that green shell hit. Meanwhile, Chronic is already almost caught up to Fulla from that. It's one of those things where you kind of, once you figure it out, it becomes pretty much second nature there.
And Fulla making moves. Now this part right here, I thought it's very interesting. You see this type of shell jump a lot in Super Mario World Kaizo style levels. As Fulla gets it, second try. Well, never mind.
Yeah,
never mind. It's easy.
That one took me like 5. He had to explain it to me, in order for me to beat it. These guys are just so really consistently good at Mario Maker.
See, now right here, you can't, you see a lot in Kaizo. Never mind, I was going to explain it, but Fulla just shows us how it's done. And this is the final thing that I really loved. You see, we call them shell evaders, and essentially a vertical space, and you got to shell jump on a multitude of shells. Like an elevator, hence how it's got its name.
That's a crazy way to call it something like that.
This is the first time I've ever seen it done in SMB1, which I thought was very, very cool.
Thank you.
All right, Fulla up there. Does he know what to do?
Oh,
and he
takes the
falls
death.
down. So Chronic, not far behind. Resetting the door there, not sure why. He hadn't messed it up completely.
Yeah, Chronic's essentially one move away from the tie. Full has no problem with this.
Knows exactly. It's like he knew exactly what he was doing.
Once you know what to do, it's fairly consistent. Oh,
That is not what you want.
speaking of knowing what to do.
That is not what you want to do right there. Yeah, I thought this level was extremely cool.
All right, so Full has got he's having some issues. All right, Chronic.
Now this spot. Let's see how quickly Chronic gets this.
That's one thing, he had no idea what was down here, what he needed to do. That's kind of like the usual first try. But now let's see what he does with the knowledge. Still having some issues. Meanwhile, Fulla is back to the elevator. He's making quick work of it.
Can you get this final section here?
Misses it again.
And he's going to have to jump, essentially, to get that shell over that pipe gap. It's very, very timing based.
Ooh, Chronic very, very close. He's going to try to jump on it. It's not going to work, Chronic. And that's one of the things that I really, really liked about this season is that, you know, the levels that were being showcased, this was the kind of levels that we're seeing right now, the quality of those levels was literally every single week. We had some of the best creators within the Mario Maker community making levels for this. And each week they brought their A game.
Oh, yeah, I think there was, between the 16 creators, they were some of the finest levels I've ever seen. We even have one of our creators, Mario Lab, out in the crowd right now, cheering us on. There's a lot of, a couple of the racers out there too as well. But a lot of, really, I mean, I would say it's probably the finest collection of Mario Maker levels that have been put together since the game's been created.
Definitely, I would agree with that for sure. And you know, we talk about it a lot, but as Chronic gets that jump, I mean, he figures it out pretty quickly. You know, the creators are constantly finding new ways. I think that's what's great about Mario Maker is that the game's been out for over a year, and we're seeing mechanics. It seems like every week somebody makes a cool level that gets showcased where it's like, wow, I never even thought about that before.
Yeah, I think I have 1,900 hours in the game, and I've never seen an SMB1 Shellevator before. And I mean, that just goes to show you. I think that is there like a one-upsmanship with creators? Do you guys kind of talk to each other and think like?
Fulla gets the jump here. No! Runs out of time.
Meanwhile, Chronic right there. But yeah, you guys kind of converse with each other and kind of like, I gotta one up what he's doing, you know? I'll create them.
I mean, not me personally. I just make things that are cool and fun to me. But I'm sure there are people who, you know, compete amongst themselves.
Do you take inspiration from any of the other guys and kind of try and rework it ever? Or you kind of just like...
I just kind of go by my own beat.
You don't need them.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Chronic almost making it up the elevator. He's really struggled with this section here. While Fulla hasn't really been able to take advantage of the huge lead he's had. He's had a big lead on Chronic here.
Yeah, Fulla has no problems with the Shellevator. But he just does not know that end part.
He got it one time, but it seems like he's been unable to recreate that jump. So again, virtually tied here again. But Chronic has yet to see that jump. All right, now we're going to see. Does he get this first try? He's eyeing it up. What's he going to do? Oh, and he does.
Oh.
All right. He's taking his time at this point. He's got plenty of time. He doesn't need to rush.
Knows what to do.
Just follow the arrows.
Sometimes you just got to follow the arrows and throw the bombs.
Is that right at the end? It is right at the end. So he would have had it there.
It is right at the end. That's a very cool little mechanic. You can use the treadmills to move your character faster. Knock the shell off the, what do you want to call it, the wireframe, essentially, and then do a mid-air shell jump. So you just catch up to the shell and jump off of it. Very cool move.
And funnily enough, mid-air shell jumps, like in any other style other than SMB1, are like probably considered one of the hardest tricks. And then in SMB1, if you set it up with a conveyor, it just does it for you.
Yeah, it's super easy. We have a strict no mid-air in blind race rule amongst the community.
It's a pretty good rule.
Outside of that one.
Can Fulla get it? Oh, all right. So Chronic has been here before.
And it is all about where you want to jump. You actually want to jump a little bit before that coin to get the perfect spot.
And there it is.
Chronic shows it.
Chronic
Domination.
just making sure there was no confusion.
You know, we saw it all year. I mean, Chronic, he has dominated this season. He dominated today. It was just a very impressive one. He's been dominating since SGDQ.
Exactly. As Full finishes up, we do want to just take some time to a huge thank you to Twitch. Twitch sponsored this event.
Yes.
And, you know, Mario Maker community is a very tight-knit community. It's a little bit on the smaller side, but it's been growing. And for them to take this opportunity to not only sponsor it, fly these players out here, but put it on the main stage is really awesome. And it's been a really cool experience working with Twitch on this, and we're super thankful for it.
Yes.
So we just wanted to say thank you, Twitch. Again, they are when they talk about, you know, helping the community, they really do.
They really do mean it. They've worked really close with us, with all the people in the community, and they helped put this together. You helped you organized this. It was a lot of work went into this. Jakku put a lot of work into this with makersmario.com. There was a lot of people helped us with this. And I can't express how integral Twitch was to that.
Yes. All right, so I think we're going to bring on D1. He's going to get an interview with the winner, Chronic Sauce. Thank you, everybody, for coming. It was a lot of fun. D1, everybody.
There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. 60 players over the course of 6 weeks, culminating in a grand finals between Full of Lizards and Chronic Sauce, with Chronic Sauce as the champion. Now, Chronic Sauce, you know, coming into this competition, you definitely had a road that wasn't an easy one. I know you were able to beat the Season 1 champion Virus coming from behind, but also there was another player that you came across that made it a little bit difficult before you came into the finals.
Yeah, that would be iPunch Kids, a guy that I know pretty well. He's a big member of the Mario Maker community. I like him a lot. Until after my match with Virus, like, he was the person I was the most afraid of playing. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, congratulations to you managing to make it out of that, coming into the finals, and also with a 3-1 victory right here in the finals for Mario Maker. Also, I wanted to ask, are there any shout-outs that you'd like to give?
Yeah, I'd like to obviously thank Twitch for sponsoring the event. I'd like to thank my community for showing tons and tons of support over the entire, you know, length of Mario Maker Mondays and before. And just shout outs to everybody that helped put the event together in general. So yeah.
Cool, thank you so much. And where can we find you for more Mario Maker action?
You can find me at twitch.tv/Chronic Sauce.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up to Chronic Sauce for winning the Mario Maker Mondays finals here on Friday yet again at TwitchCon 2016. Thank you very much for tuning in, and stay tuned for the